So I'm someone who has heavy nostalgia for Sonic games, especially the classic 2D iterations, most recently replaying those on the Sonic Origins collection, with the highlights being Sonic 1 through Sonic and Knuckles, and even Sonic CD. While I did not have as much nostalgia for that game, it is fantastic and holds up. However, when you talk about Sonic going into the 3D era of gaming, the track record on quality definitely gets more spotty, and in light of all of the coverage around Sonic Frontiers that will be officially launching on Nintendo Switch and all other major consoles on November 8th, I want to look at a dark time in Sonic's history when it comes to 3D games that really shook the core belief of many fans on whether or not Sega knew how to market the Hedgehog in the 3D environment and boot up Sonic 06 together, which at that point in time claimed to be the bold new direction for Sonic games going forward. It currently sits at a 46 on Metacritic, and we have to break down what Sega needs to do this time around to deliver high review scores and enjoyable gameplay experiences through and through for Sonic Frontiers fans at launch. What's up, Nation? If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you join Sunbro Nation by subscribing below, hit the like button on this video if you enjoy it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. And as I mentioned, guys, today we are taking a look at a very interesting title in Sonic's history, which is known as Sonic the Hedgehog, or better known online as Sonic 06. And first off, before we dive into anything else, huge shout out to the soundtrack in this game. Like, I don't know about all the levels. I don't remember this game all that well, other than all the controversy around it, and we will dive into that. But the background music playing right now and on the title screen is absolutely a top-notch track. And it's just a shame that it's attached to a game that I probably won't spend a whole lot of time in. But all of that aside, guys, this is a kind of going to be an interesting topical type of video, because I've been seeing a lot of footage around Sonic Frontiers online from Gamescom. People are getting to play it. There's a lot of different themed levels, and it has my interest peaked, especially after the most couple of recent trailers we've seen. And so why not contrast that with why a lot of fans truly lost their confidence in where Sega saw 3D Sonic games, where they should be and where they should be going. And we'll hop right into a level. I went ahead and already got the ring dash thing that I need to get over there. But just to highlight like the overworld kind of situation here, you have, different regular humans, first of all. So Sonic feels very out of place in this world and setting. And there's like little side missions and things that you can do. I'm already seeing Frame Chug right there and everything. The game, unfortunately, was just designed very poorly and most likely rushed. And at this point in time, back in 2006, this was really claimed to be Sonic's new direction for 3D and kind of the reboot of the series, which is why it's named Sonic the Hedgehog. This is after we got quality titles like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, which by all accounts are still some fantastic 3D Sonic games, and you can say they haven't aged the best, which a lot of 3D platforms that are older really don't, to be fair. And I still think those games are great for what they are, especially in their time frame if you look at them. Then you got this game, which I just really think is the beginning of when people realize, like, okay, what is Sega doing with Sonic? And they're clearly not treating him with the love and respect he deserves. Definitely not Mario quality, where, Nintendo with the transition to 3D just out of the gate with Mario 64 had brilliant level design and had all types of enjoyable gameplay mechanics, and we just saw Sonic really stumble. And the big problem with this, and the reason you guys can do your own research, but that it sits so low at a 46 on Metacritic, is because, well, the game's just flat out buggy and broken, and that is one concern. At least they did delay Sonic Frontiers. However, there's definitely been some fan talk online. It's like, is there enough to do in this open world? And I think there's a lot of that talk just because of how they chose to market the game with IGN first, which was a big mistake. And I definitely see people online changing their opinions now that we've gotten those last couple more hype trailers from the Nintendo Direct and then most recently from Gamescom. But the whole thought process there is, does Sega need to take a little bit more time to polish the game? Because that was its biggest misstep. I mean, Sonic will just, I would encourage you guys after you watch this video to look up some glitch compilations. Sonic will just straight up, for no reason at all, completely fall through the stage. You'll die in very strange ways. I mean, when you talk about game-breaking bugs, this game, well, it has them, and it's probably one of the good definitions of why you have to release a game in a fully finished working state, or otherwise fans will always remember it with that state that it originally launched in. And this is a good example of that. So very hopeful that, Sega's not rushing Frontiers and that Frontiers doesn't need more time, because while it is easier just to patch games nowadays than it was in the 360 PS3 era when this released, it's still definitely, it's something that's, worth being concerned about, especially if you're a Sonic fan. like, I've wanted nothing more than to see Sonic games just be high quality all the time. And I definitely have some heavy nostalgia for games like Sonic Heroes. And then even, I don't think it was necessarily the best game, but I really did enjoy that Shadow the Hedgehog spinoff on the, I played that on GameCube. And, you know, so he's had his quality 3D Sonic titles, Sonic Colors being really a great one in my opinion. Oh, and I missed my jump cue there, so I'm gonna have to redo this. But, you know, he's had some good standout ones, but I don't think we've ever had that expectation of where he should be, because if you grew up in the 90s like me, you knew that Sonic was Mario's competitor. And when you're talking about Mario and where he's at today, being a mainstream household name, and really Sonic is in the movie world now. I mean, the movies have been fantastic, but when it comes to the gaming front, people who have grown up with the series, you know, I had more fun playing through Sonic Origins, his classic titles that were just, you know, re-released and put on modern platforms with things like 16:9 widescreen support, than I have going through games like this. And a lot of that just has to go down to with the direction that Sega went creatively with Sonic games. And it just seems like they just didn't understand how to truly transition the Hedgehog into 3D in a quality way. And so I'll be really watching for Sonic Frontiers. I definitely plan on getting it at release. November is going to be a busy month of gaming for me, because that's God of War Ragnarok. It's also Pokemon and whatever unannounced titles we may hopefully see from Nintendo so far. So there's a lot of reason to be cautiously optimistic, I would say, for Sonic Frontiers release. And I didn't want to show any of the spoiler footage or leaked footage in a news video or anything like that, but there are all types of Gamescom videos of people playing Sonic Frontiers right now that you can see new zones and different things that are throwbacks to classic Sonic games. Now, there's also some stuff that I have to look into more, but it looks like Sega definitely let's say use some level design, which I guess maybe those are supposed to be Sonic memories on those zones. But there's some interesting side-by-side footage of basically the level being recycled, which is kind of controversial if that's literally what they did, just recycle old Sonic levels into the new ones. I hope it is just a callback as far as the style, like Chemical Plant Zone and stuff like that, but it's an entirely new level, not just a copy level from old 3D Sonic games. But, you know, Frontiers has the opportunity to, I think, get kind of skeptical fans of the series either bought back in and invested again, or if Frontiers, with all the hype and everything that they've talked the game up to, it's really weird how you go to first person when you aim for Tails. I guess I get it, but whenever you aim for Tails ring bombs, you go to a first person perspective. Anyway, Sonic Frontiers has to prove a lot of fans that are watching right, because if it missteps this time around and it gets poor review scores, it's broken at release, or there's just not anything compelling about the game, well, yeah, I think we've seen the best that the Hedgehog has to offer for quite some time. If that's the case, we might as well just keep leaning on nostalgia and getting re-releases at that point. Maybe something like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 remake, but I clearly don't know where I'm supposed to go here. I don't have a bunch of nostalgia for this game. I guess I'm back to Sonic section. I think I needed to maybe fly over near the whale, but we're getting ready to call the video anyway, so we won't keep this going too much longer. But I want to hear from you guys around your thoughts and nostalgia around Sonic. Were you like me and you grew up with the 2D Sonic games, so you really have wanted Sonic to come back in a big way in this 3D era, and you just haven't had that experience happen yet? Or are you somebody who, you know, really, after the 2D Sonic games back in the day, you haven't kept up with them? Or, you know, there's even opinions out there, and you know, clearly everybody's, well, this is just from doing that ring dash, it kills you, which I guess you can see some of the frustration on why, you know, there's just a lot of clunkiness to this game. But, you know, share with me too, like, whether or not you're somebody that thinks that 3D Sonic games, the way they are actually fantastic and should just be left alone. They're definitely not bad games, especially the more recent ones, but I will say that there's just, and you know, doing nothing different that time, I just completely fell off the side. There's just definitely missteps in the series, and I think Sega needs to correct that. I think that the fans have to have renewed interest and energy in the franchise if they want to have any kind of sequel to Sonic Frontiers, which I'm sure we'll still see regardless, because, you know, ultimately if it sells, it's going to sell, but it's only going to sell really well if Sega does the right things in terms of gameplay and design. So please share all your thoughts and feelings on all things Sonic and your personal nostalgia for the series and what you hope we see out of Sonic Frontiers. And bonus question, let me know if you have nostalgia for Sonic 06 specifically and any memories you have around either it be glitches or just a fun gameplay experience. So Regardless of your thoughts and feelings on everything we talked about today, I do look forward to hearing from you all in the comments down below before you leave the video, as I do look forward to getting a back and forth conversation started with you all around these topics. Go watch yesterday's video next if you haven't already, where we discuss some bad news for the future of Nintendo Switch games, depending on how a new DRM technology that has been officially announced for the Switch is utilized. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.